There are specific primitive traits that males have that instantly makes them more attractive to females. Hey guys, welcome back to 5nothing100nothing.com. I am Fugget, and that stands for the fittest underdog guru using intelligent tactics. Guys, I want to talk to you today about some primitive instincts, some primitive natures that males have in them, okay? But I think that along the way, with our continual refinement and ease and technology and everything of society has made some of these things go away. And maybe not go away, but maybe misdirected or channeled in ways that aren't necessarily either constructive or make you more appealing to females. Now, you go way back, right? Way back machine to when men had to hunt and gather and fend off attackers and protect their women and children. And maybe women stayed with men then out of either culture or necessity as in an effort to survive. And maybe some of those picking instincts, right? Those attractive traits of a man in modern culture might translate to a man's earning potential, his, could be, if he has a great job, if he has a lot of money. And I've talked about this in more recent videos that, it's really easy for guys, it's a scapegoat, to label a girl a gold digger when, she's attracted to a man that has his sense of, when he's got a lot of money, and all of these things. And it's not the money always that makes the man attractive. It is the man that's on a mission, on a purpose, and the money is a manifestation of his behavior, of his character, of the things he does to get the job done. She knows that she's in good hands. He seems to be a man of his word. He's a guy that gets it done, and she knows that she's taken care of. I've had a lot of different girlfriends over the years, some that were obvious gold diggers, and they basically came into the relationship and they've got a pile of bills and problems and want you to solve it, and then try to appeal to your ego and poke the bear, so to speak, saying, well, a real man would do this, a real man would take care of that, whatever. And everyone's in a different situation in their life, so I'm not going to judge, but I will say that none of that bothered me unless it was somebody who was not willing to do their part to try to dig out of a hole. I can give you all the support in the world, but if you're not doing your part, or you've got a lot of bad habits or bad behaviors that are going to continue to lead you down a path of despair or more problems, and you're not really seeing that instead of a bucket to get water out of a sinking boat, you need a cork to plug the hole. And that's that's what goes back to one of those things where you never get with somebody who's what is it, a damsel in distress, or women go for the bad boys that that are fixer uppers, that are broken. You don't want to do that. You don't want to go with somebody or find that, you have the tendency to be attracted to somebody that needs to be fixed. Because if somebody doesn't want to be fixed themselves, there's nothing you're going to be able to do to fix them. You're going to become an enabler, mom or dad to them, and the relationship's going to be off balance, and you'll find that somebody that is in distress is going to ultimately blame you for their problems, and they'll never accept the consequences of their behavior, right? They'll never accept that it's their behavior, but it's you not doing enough for them. So I don't know who needs to hear that, but that's a tough lesson to learn, and when you learn it and don't repeat it, right? And so anyways, getting back to it. I'll give you an example. In all of my relationships, with the exception of a couple, I've been like the chief breadwinner, the one who has it together, has, things going on, finances right, more earning potential, things like that. And they say a lot of women can't or don't want to be with a guy, or the guy has a problem when he is dating somebody who is earning more than them, is doing better than them, and because of their ego and whatnot, and that it doesn't work. So my fiance, she does very well for herself and has no need for financial dependence on anybody. So a lot of guys might look at that and say, oh, she's way too together, and they feel threatened by her success. But it doesn't necessarily disqualify you guys if you are working on a mission, on a purpose. If you take care of your business, you're a man of your word, you work hard, you treat her with respect, and you're continuing to better yourself, that alone is attractive. You don't have to have arrived, but you've got to be doing something, right? You got to have goals. You've got to be, centered and focused and driven and working on something to make yourself better. Part of it is supporting her in her mission, being supportive, not trying to sabotage, not being threatened by her success, but instead celebrating it with her. It's a big problem I'm finding with guys, in that some of these guys that are like, late 20s to 30s to 40s, they don't want to date a woman of similar economic status as them. They would rather find a younger woman who maybe is a little bit of a wreck and is going to look at them as like, their lifesaver, is going to come in and save the day and be like that pretty woman type situation where, they need you, and they're going to inevitably be controlled by you. You're smarter, you're more accomplished, you're cultured, you can teach her, which fork to use at the table, which, what's a good wine, how to hold your glass, all this stuff, right? And then you can spoil this girl, like from, for lack of a better term, from the trailer park or from mom and dad's basement, and, give her, a higher end car and jewelry and all this stuff, and she's just, totally taken by you, like, this is amazing, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of it, there's somebody for everybody. You've got to really look deep inside and self-examine and understand the kind of person you are, why you're making the decisions you're making, and really figure out if it's healthy. And again, no judgment, and I really mean that. It's not just to be politically correct for the channel or anything, but I'll see guys that are really passive and want to be told what to do, and they'll marry a woman who's more assertive and will push him to be better, and she's attracted to that type of guy because that's just her type of personality. She's an alpha. And for whatever reason it works. You can read books and hear strategies and listen to therapists or experts in the field will tell you that it doesn't work. You need two alphas working together. Sometimes two alphas get together and kill each other. Other times they complement and make each other better. So figure it out for yourself in that way. Listen to everybody's voice though. If everybody has a voice to contribute, it doesn't have to be one way or another. But the more information you get, the more you run it through your filter to figure out for your life and your individual circumstances what works best for you. And then again, trial and error. And guys, nothing in life is guaranteed, okay? Nobody gets out alive. Like, share, subscribe.